Alright guys, what is up? You guys haven't heard from me for a while. You've seen the other videos, which I did post those, but I recorded them before I left for Pennsylvania. So I've been in Pennsylvania for probably 2 weeks now. But we are going to get a new little segment going today. I don't know, I came up with this the other day, thought it'd be really good because I need to post videos for you guys, one. And two, because it'd be interesting, you get to see some cool builds and get a full description and maybe even kind of direct where you want your build to go, which would be, I'm sure, a big help to you guys. So our new little segment is going to be called First Gen of the Week. So basically, I'm going to pick a first gen that I find during that week that I just think's awesome, had a lot of work done to it, preferably a lot of performance stuff, because that's ultimately what I'm really into. If it looks good and it's cool, big lift, whatever, I might do a few of those. And then like future goals with the truck, what's done to it right now, like literally the whole backstory, what's done to it, where it's going, dyno numbers and dyno sheets if they have them, and like the full setup at the owner's own discrimination, because I will be asking them for all the details, like everything about the truck. So with that being said, I have one picked out for this week, and basically I'm just going to put all the pictures and videos I have of it into a voiceover and kind of just tell you guys about the truck and what's done to it, the dyno numbers, and where he's going with it. He's been doing a lot of stuff, and it's the perfect candidate for what I'm doing. So I think we should get on to it. And I love the truck. Owner super nice, he'll answer any questions you have, and I'll be dropping the Instagrams and everything. So with that being said, we're gonna hop into it. Alright guys, so we're gonna try this out. But anyways, this is Colt Hattridge's 1993 first gen Cummins. As you can tell, I mean, it's a beautiful truck, honestly, and we're gonna dive into some of the details on this bad boy. So it is a 5-speed. It is a get rag. That he wants to get rid of it. He is pretty good buddies with old Logan Yelton, with Yelton Built, I believe, is what it is, and he does a great job on transmissions. But it is a get rag 5-speed, 4-wheel drive. The suspension and all that, it's basically stock height with some Skyjacker M95 shocks. In the future, he says it will be upgraded a little bit. He's going to grab a steering box and crossover steering and get some traction bars for the rear, so that's going to help a lot with the steering and also getting power to the ground with those traction bars. The gearing is 307, so man, that baby really probably just glides down the highway. And let's see what the interior, I think it's basically just all factory. He does have some ISPRO gauges and whatnot. But the meat and potatoes of this, and why I like it so much, is what this baby has under the hood. I also like the wheel and tire setup. Those are 16 by 12 Mickey Thompsons with 33-inch Truxus STSs, which is a great pulling tire. Which, I mean, hopefully one of these days he says he's going to put it to the test. Trying to look at all the information he gave me here. But as for under the hood, we are looking at a VE truck that is making some decent horsepower, and it has been making more, but he has not got it back on the dyno since. So right now, it is 425 head studs. It is fire ringed. It's got a Scheid hot rod 12mm VE. So it's Scheid's best VE they make, which not for 12 mil. I mean, this is not a 14, but it's got that, some .093 fuel lines, and some Scheid 5x13 injectors. Now, if you guys are seeing some of these videos, The truck's pretty smoky, so I don't think these are your average 5x13s, especially once you hear the dyno number. Powering it for the air, we have a Savage Fabrication built HE351. It measures 6767 with a 9 cm exhaust housing. And that thing, I mean, you can hear it just screaming in some of these videos. It has 3-inch intercooler piping with a 7.3 intercooler, which is a nice little upgrade there. 4-inch exhaust, a THD piston lift pump, and then he's got the bigger fuel filter upgrade as well. Let's see, some future engine mods for this thing, which is very near future because they are already ordered. He's just waiting to get them in. He is upgrading the injector, which he is going to a 5x18 THD comp injector, which is going to flow, I forget how many LPM he said. It's well over 100, I think 115 or something. 115 LPM, which is a lot of fuel. It does have Hamilton 165 pound valve springs. They are the Beehive springs. Hamilton heavy duty push rods. Down the road it will also be getting a cam and maybe a 14mm if we can find some quality parts for those things, which me and Colt have been kind of going back and forth and trying to figure that out and see if we can find a 14 that'll hold up. And for you guys that don't know, that is a 14mm head and rotor for a VE, so they push a lot more horsepower. Now for the trans, in the future, I already stated what he wanted to do, but right now it is a rebuilt. The trans is a fully rebuilt get rag. It has a South Bend 425 horsepower single disc clutch, and like I said, future trans mods will be either a Valair dual disc, and then later on a fully built full manual valve body 47RH. And that basically wraps up the engine mods and whatnot on this truck. It does have a visor on the cab, which I think is a very nice touch. He also has a pretty good looking setup. The grill is, I believe, made by Character Customs. I believe he stated. And tint wise, I don't think he doesn't have any windshield tint or anything. I think it's pretty mild there. But yeah, this is all of the upgrades on this truck and what all is done to it. On the dyno, this bad boy made 396 or 397 horsepower, so pushing 400 horsepower out of those 5x13s, which is impressive, and 715 foot-pounds of torque. So he is making some power. He is looking to make more. He's thinking with this turbo right now, it's already making more, and thinking that with these bigger injectors, it's going to really make it come to life, which from what it sounds like, it's already running very, very well. I'm impressed with the truck, and he's thinking maybe change up on timing on the pump. He's running, I forget what he said, 15 degrees timing or something like that, but he is wanting to change up the timing to really try and dial this thing in because it's pretty smoky right now, and it shouldn't be that smoky, especially with 5x13s and all the air it's pushing with that turbo. It is a 9 cm exhaust housing, but still it has a 76-67 turbine wheel in it, and it should be clearing up all of that. So he's going to be checking out the timing. I believe he might be skipping a tooth. He's got the front cover off and everything, so I think he might be jumping into that. But if you guys have any questions for Mr. Colt Hatridge, his Instagram is just Colt, COLT _ Hatridge, HATRIDGE, and you should be able to find his Instagram fairly easy. He also has a pretty slick Dodge Challenger that is, I believe, an SRT8 or Scat Pack or something. I mean, really sharp, and he's got a cool first gen. So that's about all I've got. He says so far he loves it. He loves the Savage Fab Turbo. He's part of the modified whole set team, which is that's always good to have. and it's just a real sharp looking truck, and we will keep you guys updated on what he does and how much improvement he makes to this truck. Hopefully he'll get this thing wrapped up, get those new injectors put in, change up the timing, and get that baby on the dyno, because I would love to see 450 plus out of a HE351, since all the folks in the first gen community think that whole sets can't make the power and won't be able to do it. So we are hoping to prove some people wrong, and that's basically what we want to do as first gen owners in the first place if we're running a VE pump. So hopefully Colt gets that all wrapped up and gets it on the dyno maybe this fall or later this summer, and whenever the weather's nicer, so he's get some better results. And hopefully we'll be able to meet up with Colt one of these days. He lives over in Kentucky, I believe, over by Logan Yelton. So that's gonna wrap up this one. Hopefully you guys got a good look at the truck and some good videos of the truck. Thing is quite the screamer with that new turbo, and hopefully Colt will keep us updated on what all he is gonna do to the truck and how the truck's performing. So as for this one, we're gonna get on out of here. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend, and if you want to submit your truck to be on first gen of the week, you can shoot me a DM. But some of you guys don't take offense if I don't pick yours. I'm strictly looking for first gens with a VE that are, or P pump, either one. They're pretty cool, making some good power and a unique truck, something different from what everybody else does. And I thought this one did a good job of it, because it's not your average turned up pump with a S362 Borg Warner and whatever 6x13 whatever injector. So I do like how this one was unique, and I hope for next week we can get some submissions in that will be some more unique trucks. I might play favorites. I can think of some other ones that I'd like to put on here to give the backstory of the truck, since a lot of them do have a neat backstory. And yeah, so we're gonna get on out of here. You guys have a good one. Shoot me DMs. Next Friday, I believe, is whenever I'll be selecting one. So you guys have a good one. I'll be getting out of here, and have a great weekend. Stay safe, guys. Till next time, we'll see you.